Historically, mass public mourning was a ritual reserved for monarchs and conquerors. Entertainers rarely received this level of devotion. Actors were seen as transient figures of the stage and screen rather than objects of national grief. That standard changed in August 1926, when 31-year-old Rudolph Valentino died in a New York hospital from peritonitis, an infection triggered by a ruptured ulcer. The reaction to his passing revealed that public attention moved from political leaders to movie stars. As news of his death spread, 30,000 people converged on Frank Campbell's funeral church on Broadway. Respectful silence vanished. People smashed the building's plate glass windows and used their umbrellas as clubs to force their way through police lines. The high heat of August, combined with the dense crowd, caused scores of people to collapse. Mounted police struggled to restore order, finding that the crowd was driven by an emotional intensity usually reserved for religious pilgrims. This riot signaled a new kind of social influence, one based on the collective obsession of a fan base. Newspapers viewed the chaos on Broadway as an opportunity to manufacture more interest. Editors published sensational accounts of mass suicides, fueling the public's distress with reports that were often entirely fabricated. The press also heavily promoted the appearance of a mysterious lady in black who visited Valentino's tomb in silence. This figure transformed a one-time riot into a recurring theatrical event that kept the story in the headlines for years. This constant coverage signaled to the public that intense, personal grief for a movie star was acceptable behavior. By manipulating the narrative, the 1920s press established the methods for creating a modern celebrity cult. When Valentino's body began its train journey to Hollywood, the mourning spread across the country. In small towns across the Midwest, thousands of people stood by the tracks to throw flowers at the passing railcars. The localized violence of New York had evolved into a quiet, national procession. This was an unprecedented display of grief for a person most people had only seen as a silent, flickering image in a theater. The train's journey confirmed that the media's tactics had turned a single death into a national event. Hollywood executives initially worried about losing their most profitable leading man. They quickly realized that Valentino's death had turned him into an ideal that would never age or cause scandal. This bar chart illustrates the result. Studios re-released his films to record-breaking ticket sales immediately following his death. The industry learned that a dead star could be more manageable and profitable than a living one. For the audience watching from these ornate theaters, Valentino represented a distant and exotic ideal. This shift turned fans into a devoted community that treated movie stars like royalty. The methods used to manage Valentino's death, the manufactured mysteries and sensational headlines, established a pattern that persists in modern celebrity culture. Valentino's passing showed the industry how to transform a mortal actor into an icon that continues to generate profit long after their death.